Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 24th through the 30th. I am using my Shadowscapes tarot deck for this forecast, and on Monday what we have is the Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. So this is telling me that on Monday there is some kind of relationship in your life, and this can be romantic relationship. For most of you it is going to be romantic, but also it can be for some of you, it's going to be a family relationship. For some of you, it's going to be business partners. For some of you, it's going to be the relationship with yourself. And for some of you, it's going to be friendships. So there's all kinds of different ways that this can manifest. But this is a relationship issue that I'm seeing coming in on Monday. And this relationship issue is one where you feel like the relationship is not fulfilling. It's not what it's supposed to be, and it's not what you want it to be. So the question you have to ask yourself is, what do I want to do about it? What can I do about it? All right, so that's your Monday. Tuesday, Capricorn, 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 we have the moon showing up. Now, the moon in this deck has a little different meaning than what the moon does in typical decks for me. And so whenever I see this particular moon card, I really generally am drawn to the whole mask thing that this person is looking at as she's walking through the forest in the moonlight. You see how she's holding up a mask, just checking it out. What she's looking at there is she's looking at her mask that she normally wears whenever she's around the public world. And she's evaluating, is this the mask I really want to put out there? Because for a lot of us, we have our own inner personality. And then we have what we let other people see, what we think is going to be accepted by other people. And that's the part that we put out, the part that we think is going to be accepted. And so every once in a while, it's time to take a look at that mask, take a look at those things that we think are going to be accepted, and really evaluate, do I really need to wear this mask? Do I really need to be only putting out there what people would accept? What if I put out there the real me? What if I was surprised and people accepted the real me? So that's what I see going on for us on Tuesday. I see you Capricorns as really evaluating that mask, evaluating that public facade, and wondering, do I really need this? Maybe I can just really be me, and maybe people will care about me just as much that way. Here's the newsflash. Maybe they'll care about you more that way. All right, so Capricorn, here is Wednesday. We have the Knight of Wands showing up in reverse for you on Wednesday. And this is just telling me that on Wednesday you're feeling a little bit stuck as far as creatively. You have some restless energy and you really want to get out there and do something that's creative, that's something that's fired up, that's something that you're passionate about, but you're feeling really blocked in, like you just can't, there's something holding you back and keeping you from getting out there and getting to it. It's like having a really, really great get-together with friends planned on a day in the wintertime, and then all of a sudden you have like 3 feet of snow in 2 hours and nobody can get anywhere, and they feel really locked in. This is how you're feeling. You're feeling really locked in as far as creatively, like you just can't do the things that you feel like would really express yourself and that you would really love to do. That's Wednesday. Now, Thursday's a little better. Thursday, you have the Page of Cups coming in. And with the Page of Cups, this type of energy is talking about on Thursdays, Capricorn, or on this Thursday, Capricorn, what's happening is you are receiving some type of message of love from the universe. Now, when we receive a message of love from the universe, it can manifest many, many, many different ways. One of the ways it can manifest is that we become aware of everything we have, and we become grateful for the things around us that are of beauty and of value to us. So it's this whole attitude of gratitude that's just so overwhelming, that kind of overtakes us. That is the primary way that a message of love comes in from the universe. And so I see this coming in on Thursday. However, the universe can use other ways to get a message of love through to you. The universe can use a person to manifest that. So it may be that you're getting chocolates from your significant other, or flowers. Or it may be that your little daughter just drew in kindergarten or preschool, just drew a picture with a big heart that says, I love mommy, or I love daddy, and you're sticking that on the refrigerator. Anything in between. This can be a message of love from a coworker. A coworker could just come up and realize that you're a little overwhelmed and just start helping you so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed by your workload. That would be a message of love that comes in. So there's all kinds of ways the universe can manifest a message of love coming in. But on Thursday, I do see a message of love coming in for you, Capricorn. Now, Friday, King of Swords in reverse. What's going on here? Okay, so for most of you, this is really talking about something you're going through on Friday. And it seems like on Friday you have some situations that normally you're very logical about and everything makes sense and adds up before you move forward with any kind of decision in these areas. However, on Friday, those types of situations, you're going to be feeling more emotion about than you normally do. And you're going to want to start making some of your decisions with your heart just because these emotions are kind of overwhelming to you. And overwhelming to the point that it actually freaks you out a little bit. It kind of scares you. Okay, so that's Friday. Well, wait a second. Let me back up because that's only about 70% of you. Then I've got 30% of you that are experiencing this as a person manifesting in your life. And so when you have a King of Swords person that's reversed manifest in your life, what we're looking at is a male personality, someone who is typically very logical, but who is having emotions overrun that logic right now. And he's very uncomfortable with that because he's used to suppressing his emotions. So when emotions become overwhelming, that makes him very uncomfortable, very grumpy, very snappy, kind of hard to get along with. So I feel like 30% of you are going to be seeing somebody going through that as a part of your life on Friday. Okay, so now let's move on to Saturday. Saturday, Queen of Wands. Beautiful, perfect weekend card, actually. This just talks about enjoying your passion. Whatever your passion is, whatever your highest hobby is, whatever is that thing that just makes you light up when you do it. Saturday, I see you just totally enjoying it to the fullest. What a great day, baby. Yeah. Okay, so now Sunday, not quite as good a card, but still forward progress. We have the Death card in reverse, okay? Now, the Death card in reverse is not near as bad as it sounds. First of all, we're hearing death. Now we're hearing also reverse. How much worse can it get, right? Wrong. My reverse cards are not necessarily bad cards when they come up on my table, so we're not going to stress on that. And death is only talking about transformation, so we're not going to stress on that either, okay? So, Sunday, what we have is the Death card in reverse, and that's just telling us that on Sunday, a lot of you Capricorns are going to be going through some major, major, major changes. And these are changes that are happening on the inside, not on the outside. These are not things happening around you, although there could be things happening around you. I'm not saying there aren't. But what I'm talking about is that you're going to be having some changes from the inside out on Sunday. So some core values are going to be changing. Now, when I say core values, a lot of times people ask me, well, what do you mean when you say that? Well, here's what it is. Core values are those things that are taught to us when we're too little to know. And in some cases, when we're too little to know better. And so sometimes when we get to be adults, we have to look at those things that were planted in us when we were little and say, geez, that doesn't really seem to be working for me. I wonder what would work better. Maybe I should throw out that value. And that's what this card is all about. It's about evaluating those core values and deciding, wow, I don't really need to live by that. It's not helping me. There's got to be something better out there. Okay, so that's what death is all about. The Death card is talking about that type of deep-rooted transformation, okay? But we have the Death card reversed. So what's going on is you are having that kind of deep-rooted transformation, and you're not the only sign going through this at some point during this week, but you're resisting this transformation. And the reason most of us resist this type of transformation is because we are afraid of what are the results going to be. How is this going to impact my work? How is this going to impact my relationships? Here's the deal. It will impact them. And it will be big time. And it will be forward progress. The trip is, you don't want to resist this type of change because it does you no good. This change is coming in whether you like it or not. It's already started. It's already happening. If you resist it, all you're doing is fighting against the inevitable. You're wasting a lot of energy and accomplishing nothing and only making yourself frustrated. The best thing you can do when you see this kind of change coming in is just try to let go and go with the flow. See where this change takes you, because it's a positive transformation. And it's going to take you into some very good places if you just let go of control and let that change just come in and start working with you. Okay? So that is your week, Capricorns. Everybody, I am so glad that you stopped by to visit and catch this. For those of you who would like to have a private session with me, please check out my website, amista.info. That's amista.info. Once you've decided for sure that I'm the best reader for you, then feel free to contact me and we'll schedule a session for you as soon as possible. Everybody else, I'll see you next week. Have a great week, everyone. Peace out.